Scotland kuti ipiwe Rufaro Stadium. My issue kuti in 2022 we had a resolution of council after Sakunda Holdings applied kuti ite refurbish Rufaro Stadium. Vakatongo transporta ma council official ma councillors kwenda South Africa kundoona better facilities. But tikauya kuno tikaita one major resolution. Tikati we cannot privatize or go into joint venture with anyone who Rufaro Stadium, Pama rights a stadium, because as council we can actually do it alone. And that resolution till today has not been rescinded. So that's the first issue. And even this report has not anything to do with rescinding that resolution. Secondly, Tine also could report it unsolicited proposal. Generally, unsolicited proposal. Let's go to identify that opportunity. But it means with this report, it's not true. Someone started identifying this proposal in 2022. So what unsolicited is not true. So the other point that I also want to state, in the report, tipema exclusive marketing rights to Scotland. Tipema stadium naming rights. So as well as Rufaro Stadium is symbolic. Mabaya Bob married title independence. No, you see. And all along with no talk about Rufaro Stadium. Rufaro Stadium is symbolic. The biggest democratic movement was formed in Rufaro. And I'm just mentioning my event against Rufaro Stadium. So could one person rename Rufaro Stadium just to erase that history?
No, there is no.
So
there is no in the proposal. Which number are you talking about? There is no.
Item 2 per proposal.
That one was the committee. Yes. You are looking at the recommendation of the committee. Yes. But isusu se council tino ramba. So you can committee yakatoerenga proposal in detail. Imimi manzi mutaure pamusoro pema recommendations. Because let's not alarm, because the thing is we are televising. It's unfair to the person who's a proposal.
But I've not different worship. Resolution number 10.
Yes.
It includes the term change of name stadium to be themed rebranding.
Yeah.
And so why you have to do that rename, Andrika? Why do that rebranding? Meaning, in my view, apana difference.
So what we will do is that let's look at the definition of term. Certainly, in this committee, Rufaro will always remain Rufaro. So that is it is iconic. That is where the independence flag was raised. That is where Bob Marley played and so forth. Let's not be any question about that Rufaro will remain Rufaro. What we want to do is to look at the particular recommendations, because we don't want you to go into a discussion as if you were in the committee. Chairpersons, if there are people who are really interested in the proceedings of your committee, I've always stated that you can always request the chairperson to be able to be invited into that particular committee, and then you can debate the proposal and the word for word. But we can't turn the council into a committee and then to discuss even
I agree with you, Your Worship, but my argument is Scotland yakapiwa mabuku number 1 ground. In a man in a time when you have to complete. Till today, we are yet to play PSL games with mabuku number 1 ground. Meaning what the virtually in the process of maintenance in the upgrading. In this period, Mokaba Futiji, Rufaro Stadium. So I suggest your worship, this report, on top of that, your worship, my terms of reference export committee.
We've heard your contributions. Other councillors will also want to speak. So you can't speak. That's why I said sometimes we can't be harsh. Let's separate the issues. There are certain few things that need to be done at Rufaro Stadium. And those teams that are leasing Rufaro Stadium will continue leasing Rufaro Stadium. So Dynamos, Capes, Rentals, and Scotland lease Rufaro Stadium. I know Simba Bora is interested in Rufaro Stadium for international matches should we improve it by August. So anyone whom we want to assist can and assist in any of these teams at any time.
Rufaro Stadium. Yes. And I support what is called Sagupai.
Let me guide the debate. Let's not about supporting this or supporting that.
Let's go to debate.
It's the merits of the case. Okay, let debate as is recommendations. The chairperson moved a report with particular recommendations. So if you have an issue on one of the recommendations, we deal with it immediately. That is the issue at Tadilanayo, yes, Tadilanayo very quickly and effective. Do you have Pama recommendations? There is no, from what I'm thinking, the recommendation is what?
Before you come in, Your Worship, this report comes first with the proposal by Scotland. So I discuss for the committee took more than an hour for them to deliver it. It was just brief councillors.
What was
their proposal?
No, it's fine. Thank you, Your Worship. First of all, item recommendation number 9 that says that council approves the unsolicited proposal. That's where I am coming.
Let me assist. The definition of unsolicited, he first asked it is
okay, no, it's fine.
Yeah, it is entirely wrong.
I get where you're coming
understanding
from.
is completely off the mark. From what he explained. I hope you are not going to say that you usually know better.
Yes.
So please,
okay.
Let's not go to that. The definition of unsolicited proposal means exactly what is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot to advise him that he was wrong. Yeah.
I think we've got many stadiums that we have. That's the first thing. The second thing is, for Rufaro Stadium, I'm appealing that as council we come up with exactly what we want Rufaro Stadium to be like. Then we can advertise and have. For Scotland or any other person that is the unsolicited bid, they can either choose DZ Stadium or Banzura Stadium. If it is for Rufaro Stadium, let's sit down as council and come up with a vision that we want for that historic stadium. Then we advertise and present that we are looking for someone who will help us build this.
Yes. So
that's my proposal.
Yeah, that one is. That's a good proposal for the future. I also want a new council. My chair is slightly old. This room is too small. I want microphones there, and so I want a beautiful civic center. But as long as there is someone anoyachita my microphone, the screen pa chair, dinotambira, but those omirira vision even. iya kana pazoita munhu ano
After 15 years.
I not 15 years.
No, it shouldn't be 15 years.
At least in a 3 months notice. Gentlemen, well, if you want to be in a committee, and I've said again, let's not debate to score points against each other, because vamwe ndozvatogara tichiita kumabasa edu handitika elisi zvakafanira elisi yatinayo nedelta ye10 years plus 3 yeri kufaro kona elisi yese yese ine notice period unogona kunzi dai mambobvunza mafama edu kazhinji vane inonzi 90 yeelisi nayo asi kazhinji vanopuwa 3 months chi notice ndosaka ichinzi lease. So these clubs are already leasing the stadium. Dynamos tinoiti iri kulisa but inogara iri murufaro kubva musi wayakadini wayakagadzira, which means kuti ine an open ended lease yerufaro chi stadium. Caps United kubva zvakatanga kugadzirwa Dynamos yaingoshandisa stadium. So in the absence of a clear disputation of the recommendation, we take note of the futuristic suggestion by our finance message, and you are the person to find the finance. If you can find the finance to pay for that glorious stadium that you have in your mind, we will appreciate the work of the finance person. But in the absence of any other, we really take note of the comments and the fact that the name will not change, and any adjustments that people will require to do can and will be made as we move along. But at the present moment, we've got a ground, that is the only ground where we play PSL matches. That ground has to be done patchwork until the time when we find investors that can build us stadia that is in keeping. But if we were to find investors, myself, I would take them to the water plant, I would take them to the roads, I would take them elsewhere, and together with the sport. So we all have got things that we need to improve at any given point in time. But at the present moment, we have got a stadium to patch, and we have to use it while it is being patched.